This is the worst Ouija board in this place. We have no intentions of taking you out of here.
What? On the chair. What? On the chair.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Did you hear that again?
Yerp, what is up, explorers? Today we are here in Salem, Massachusetts, known for its spookiness, its witches and ghosts and things like that. But we are not here doing the witch house or the Hawthorne Inn in Salem or even the super scary Salem Witch Museum. We're actually doing the Ouija Board Museum here in Salem, Massachusetts on the main street, Essex Street. If you've been to Salem or if you want to come, you know this is a must-do street. And right across from this street is the Hawthorne Hotel, which we've already investigated. So let's get inside the Salem Ouija Board Museum, interview the owner, and let's just see how the Ouija Board Museum goes. All right, Tyler, Salem Witch Board Museum.
Witch board museum.
So the witch board is the other word for Ouija board, right?
It's basically the same thing, I assume. I don't really know, but
I mean, you're wearing a shirt with Ouija boards.
Dude, I know. It's gonna be interesting, and then just to see if it has anything to do with what's inside. Who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe it'll spark some attention.
Now, guys, again, we've used Ouija boards a lot in our videos in the past. Well, maybe 5 times, but that's a lot because crazy shit happens, and we don't really know what we're doing. So hopefully this guy can teach us some things or history of the past, because there's a lot I do not know and I want to learn more. So it's another reason why we're here. But also we're in Salem, so it's the best time to learn about any of this and investigate, because these whole grounds are haunted. So who knows what's going to happen today. Look at that, it's even the entrance right behind here. Whoa. This is the most Ouija boards I have ever seen.
Dude, this place, look at all, this is crazy.
Yeah, and I read online too that this is the only Ouija board museum in the world.
In the whole world?
In the whole world, and we're in it right now. And we just happen to be in Salem, which is one of the most haunted places in the whole world. I don't know what's gonna happen, but let's go through some of these boards, guys. There's a lot of boards here to see.
I mean, this is a lot, yeah.
I know. I mean, we'll look it down here.
These totally look older style, which is really different.
What is that? The Mask of Satan? It's a book? Oh, unless he's supposed to be behind the board, like the devil board.
So the boards of the Mask of Satan.
Yeah,
makes total sense.
Yeah, it does. That's kind of scary. What's this over here? It's it's like a prop. There's a scaredy cat, literally, and a witch. That's that board.
Look at that little dress.
Yeah, what's up with all that? Look at, there's so many Ouija boards.
Look at this one. It says farewell. I've only seen goodbye.
Yeah, farewell, goodbye, end of message. That's the witchery board, which is interesting. Different even books, dude. Ouija. They're showing how it's pronounced.
I didn't even know it was Ouija.
Yeah, no, me either.
I think all of us have always said Ouija.
Well, there's a lot about these boards that we don't know. There's mysteries behind here, and there's, it just doesn't end. But hopefully this guy can give us a lot of different information. He's about to be here in 5 minutes, but I just wanted to show off kind of this ourselves before he arrived. What, like a gold planchette? This is what we need.
Gold, silver.
Damn.
The metallic Ouija planchette prototypes.
Oh, so that's before they were actually released for us.
Yeah, so those are prototypes.
That's a sick collection to own. I want that.
That is actually really unique.
Dang. All right, we've seen everything. We're going to learn a lot about the Ouija board here again in Salem. There's a lot to look at, and I'm already feeling like some energy out here, but I don't know. I mean, you don't know what's tied to the boards. Let's talk to the owner. Let's meet him. Let's learn, and let's ghost investigate. Look at all these. That's a sick one. Glow-in-the-dark Halloween witch board. There's a lot. Hey.
Hey.
So you're the owner?
I am. My name is John Kozik. I'm the owner of the Salem
Nice to meet you. I'm Josh.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, good to meet you.
Tyler. Pretty much, I would just, we just want to get a tour. Maybe tell us your favorite items. I want to learn about, like, Ouija boards too. Who made it, history about it, spooky things about it, your experiences if you have any about it. Just kind of lay it out.
Okay. Well, the Ouija board's a pretty mysterious item, and a lot of people are really unsure where it came from, or maybe that's a much newer thing that toy companies have just put out to make money on. But these they date back to the mid-1800s here in America, and it comes from the spiritualist movement here, where, pre-Civil War, you had two sisters named the Fox sisters who had made a claim that they could communicate with spirits who knocked responses back to them. And so as their news traveled, other people made that claim, and that's really the birth of modern spiritualism. So other people, just kind of asking yes and no questions, waiting for a knock or two, eventually tried counting knocks to figure out what letter of the alphabet they were on. And those conversations take an extremely long time, so they sped it up by introducing an alphabet board. They just would point to the alphabet, they would wait for a knock. Somebody eventually took this device down here in the case called the automatic writing planchette. And that has a pencil at the front, wheels at the back. That device is part of the spiritualist movement in Europe, where a medium would channel a spirit through themselves, write or draw on a piece of paper, whatever came through. So that device, it existed as early as 1853, came to America, and it crossed paths with the alphabet board. That's really how we get one of these boards. So there's no inventor, two devices crossing paths during the Civil War.
Wow. That's literally like two good ideas combined to make the perfect one.
Yeah. So I actually do have a question for you too.
Yeah.
So for that knocking method that you talked about, have you ever seen anything like that in person?
I have not seen that in person, but lots of people come to the museum to tell me stories, and I hear knocking quite a bit. That has nothing to do with the Ouija board. They're just in a haunted house or a place they believe is haunted, and they've heard knocking back.
Interesting. Because you know why I brought that up, right? Yeah, because we have friends who they can connect and they ask questions. They do kind of exactly what you were saying, go through the alphabet, and we just hear this knocking, and you can hear them come from other rooms and stuff. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
But that's what, when you said that, it just made me instantly think about that.
Yeah, no, I heard,
so they were doing that pre-Ouija board. That's the evolution of that conversation. So the knocking really is where it starts. Today, once those two devices cross paths, it became a very user-friendly product, where now, the planchette just, points out the alphabet to, or spells out the messages for the people. But because this is the Civil War, when all this is kind of happening, everyone's been affected by death. And so these boards really helped a lot of people to find comfort, closure, the answers they were looking for, and they really weren't being viewed as an evil or negative thing that a lot of people think of today.
Wow.
So they're homemade until 1890, and that's when a businessman down in Baltimore, his name is Charles Kennard, there's a picture of him up here on the top left, and he creates the first talking board. It's down here in the first case. It's from 1890. It's the oldest one in the museum, and it's called a witch board.
That's that one?
Yep. So that's the oldest one here, 1890.
Dang.
No logo on it. It says good night as opposed to goodbye. And
wow. Good night instead.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so he calls it just a witch board. That's kind of a generic name for these. Spirit board, talking board, witch board are all generic names. It's not till a few months later, there's a woman named Helen Peters, and she asked the board what it wants to be called. And the board spelled back Ouija. And she asked her, what does it mean?
What?
Yeah.
I never knew any of this.
I didn't know that at all.
And we deal with this, and we never even knew about the history or anything.
I know.
This is great stuff for me, because I never learn by like books or I have to physically, someone has to tell me something, and I'm like, I'll remember it.
Yeah, so this woman, Helen, that I'm talking about, she's a pretty important person in my world in the museum. She's a woman not just responsible for naming it, actually proving it worked at the patent office. She was the sister-in-law to the person that patented the Ouija board, and she went to the patent office with him, and clerk after clerk, no one wanted to sign off on the patent until finally the chief patent clerk said, I don't know you, you don't know me. If you can use the board, tell me my name, I'll give you the patent. So Helen, being a strong medium, used the board, told him his name. That's how we got the patent for the Ouija board. Now, sadly, she's a woman, turn of the century, and she gets written out of history. So it's not. We only uncovered the story 10 years ago. We actually found out that her and her husband had died poor. They were buried in a friend's family plot out in Denver, Colorado. We knew where she was buried, but their names, they weren't added to the headstone. So I belong to a group called the Talking Board Historical Society. It's a registered nonprofit. Research, preserve, celebrate this history. And 4 years ago, we raised money to put a new headstone in for Helen and her husband. There's plenty of history to it. If you want to keep it simple, we're in Salem, Mass. So the museum is in Salem, Massachusetts. Again, the world's only Ouija board museum. And why it needs to be here is not just because Salem is known for spooky and haunted things and Halloween. The Parker Brothers factory was in Salem.
What? Yeah. I didn't know that either. God dang. I used to be a kid in KB Toys. And I would try to get a Ouija board. My parents were always like, no, you can't get one. But it was always like KB Parker and stuff underneath the boards and stuff. I never knew that it was all assembled and made in Salem.
It was.
That's crazy. I would have never guessed that at all here in Salem.
Dude, this guy knows it all. Keep going. This is great for me.
So the factory's here in Salem. The Parker Brothers, they bought the brand in '66, which for $1 million. The most ever paid for a game at that point. Wow. And in '67, it became the only game to ever outsell Monopoly. So just 1 million boards.
A ghost talking board.
A ghost talking board outplayed Monopoly.
That's crazy.
But you know what I'm wondering? I wonder if they seen that it was working. Like they were talking to people. They got so invested. They thought it was so amazing that's why they did it. Or was it for like a quick money scheme that they seen? What do you think?
Well, the capitalist side of this board, I always say, is always the more evil side of this board.
Yeah.
I mean, in 1890, it's patented as a game. Really, one of the main reasons is that's how it's taxed. So there's, selling 1 million of them in '67, it was a smart move that they bought it.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't say it's a quick cash grab. It's over time. I mean, that board has paid for itself many times over. $1 million in '66, and today there's millions of boards sold. But I definitely would say that the evil side is the capitalist side of it.
What would be the one story that you truly believe that could be like the scariest story that would come to your mind throughout what happened through a Ouija board?
Luckily, here at the museum, a lot of people come to visit, and they just come to find me and tell me their Ouija story. They don't care about many of the things on the wall. They just come to find me. They tell me stories that people didn't believe them. People laughed at them. They want validation as to what happened. And so over time, through the TBHS, we've acquired quite a few donated boards that were sent or brought in because the people had bad experiences with them.
Oh, wow.
And in the museum is probably to me, it's one of the more notorious boards that I've had to deal with. If we want to go talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
And it's, the story behind it is, the TBHS has a post office box. And that's where a lot of these boards actually come to that P.O. box. And they know that it's Ouija boards, the postal workers. And so they get they're afraid of them. They, if a board sits there for a couple days, they call me to tell me there's something down there. I've been there to pick up boards, try to open them in the post office. They've kicked me out. They won't allow me to open the boxes there.
No way.
Wow.
They know.
What?
They know. They absolutely know. And so part of the reason why they know is because 10 years ago or so, when we first opened the P.O. box, one of the first boards to arrive in the museum is the one here in the back left. So it's hard to see. It's behind a black shroud.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't even see that one at first. Yeah.
So when I picked it up,
all that, guys.
The postal worker wrote on the outside of the box, "Careful, salt is leaking."
Salt is leaking.
And when I opened it, it was a Ouija board wrapped in a black shroud. A little copy of the New Testament, a little mini Bible, was included.
What?
Wow.
As well as 5 pounds of salt. So this is just some of the salt that was sent. They filled the box right to the top. So this person had written in and They said that they bought the board at the estate of an old dead woman. They found it in the back of her closet. They had brought it home. They locked it in their shed, and their son had broken into the shed and was now using the Ouija board. And so about 3 months of conversation back and forth with this person every day was crazier than the day before. The son was now clawing and eating the furniture, speaking in tongue, speaking to something in a room she couldn't see. He tried to kill one of the siblings. So this one here is one of the most notorious because it went on for so long. And typically with the donated boards that we have, when people get rid of those boards, usually those problems tend to go away. Whatever the problem was, this was one of the rare instances where it still went on for an additional 3 months after that, after they donated the boards. And in this case, the son actually had to be committed to a mental institution.
Whoa, what? And it's from that board?
Yep.
Wow, so that's a story.
To me, that's one of the best ones.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's a story for sure.
And just because, I was involved as far as the person reaching out and telling the story, and every day you just kept hearing more and more crazy stories, and just, you couldn't believe that, like, how is this happening? How is it happening? And when you listen to anyone's Ouija story, I always tell people, I'm like, don't base it on whether or not you think things move on their own, or whether or not lights flicker on their own. Just base it on if the person tells you pretty matter of fact, that happened, that happened, that happened. And I've never heard one Ouija story where I think anyone's lying to me. I believe they believe 100% whatever they've told me.
Right, no, I agree, because that's like, it's everything's an opinion, too. In the paranormal field, it's an opinion. If I share my story that this happened to me here, that's what I believed in. That doesn't mean it's technically true, but it's what happened for me. Maybe there was a malfunction in devices, or maybe that's what I wanted to believe in my head, but that's what was my story. Sure. So it makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you could also, like, with that story too, like, what you believe in, whether it did happen or not, it's a manifestation.
We manifest the energy. Yeah. Everything is, there's no scientificness here is what we're saying too. It's your beliefs. But I mean, hell, if it made the person go crazy, I'm sure I believe it. I believe it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
for something that crazy and that yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a coincidence, that those things started happening after you used the Ouija board, or is it because of the board?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What I think is really interesting about the Ouija board is just how it's been viewed over time. Because today, a lot of people have seen a horror movie, or they had access to these when they were kids. They probably messed around with it, had a bad experience with it. So most people only know bad things about the board. But again, the beginning, it's a civil war, and they're helping people. They're grieving, they're affected by death, and the boards are meant to help people. Behind me on the wall are some examples of what I'm talking about. This mostly is the time frame of 1920. So you have magazines, newspapers, all up on the wall where you see kids using it, couples, women using it alone, and it's not thought of the way a lot of people think of it today. And so, I think that's important for people to understand that this is not created to summon demons or devils. It's really meant to help people.
Yeah.
Of course, I love that today people do try to use it for that kind of stuff. Because I love everything about the Ouija board, the good, the bad, and I'm okay that people will do stupid things on Ouija boards. I encourage it all the time.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I love the Ouija board, is that, a lot of times people use it, they use it one time, they get the experience they want, and they never want to use it again.
Dude.
One and done.
Yeah.
So if we're going to say one and done, what are the chances we can try one of those boards?
Oh, 100%.
In the case?
Yeah, I'll take it out for you.
What? Yo. Whoa. Tyler, what the
I totally did that, but
that's messed.
Not the crazy
It is
one.
October.
We won't do the crazy one.
No, that's the. Can we do the crazy one?
Sure.
All right.
Yo.
Crazy one.
That's crazy, but I'm actually kind of down.
I'll take it out.
We're
in the
here.
last case that
We're
some
here
people believe
in
it's
the
being
Ouija
protected
Board
from.
Museum. We have to,
Dude.
the craziest board in here.
Everyone is watching like, you guys are. That's what they're saying. I know it. You guys want it to happen. I know you guys do. You sick.
So you're the first person who's ever been like, yeah,
seriously.
Everyone's like, no, so that's what.
No, I want things to happen. You know what I mean? I'm obsessed by this Ouija board.
That's awesome.
So, nothing happens for me.
Right.
And so I want to be able to see it. And just because it doesn't happen for me as much as I want it to, I do get to see other people experience stuff.
Right.
The donated boards that are here, people walk past the oldest stuff in the museum. They walk right to the more modern boards that have been donated. And they'll be like, I feel something close to this board. They weren't influenced by me telling them that that's a haunted or donated board. They just walked past it and were drawn to it.
Wow.
You know, so I think that's really cool to see that. You know, in the last month, something happened here where, you know, this space has been known for paranormal activity, and the side of the room where those donated boards are has been considered to be more active than the side we're standing on now.
Okay, so all of those on that side of the room.
You know, I was feeling that in my head. I'm like, I feel like this is like going to be the hot spot.
Yeah.
In my head, I was saying that. So I don't. It could be some sort of manifestation around, or it could just be that freaking board.
Maybe, maybe because that's where it is. That side of the room. So next door to the building we're in is a wand shop. And in the basement to the wand shop, the guy who makes the wands has told stories for years about being touched, pushed, scratched, seeing things down there. And those are stories that have happened long before Ouija boards were in the building. Wow. So as I was setting up the space, people would come, the neighbors would come through, tell me these kind of stories. The cool thing that just happened a month ago was a woman came to the museum. We weren't even close to that side of the room. I hadn't begun telling her any stories like that. And we were kind of the beginning. And out of nowhere, she stopped me and was like, something is screaming in my hearing aid to get out.
Yo, that's the first time I heard something like that. It's a hearing aid because they can talk through, you know, devices. Yeah. So you'll be able to hear that.
I would have never
Oh my God. Imagine, dude, what if we can pull that? What if we put hearing aids inside of us one day and literally walk around because we'll be able to hear what they're saying? Because we can't hear it without it, and we go to a haunted place. No one's done that. Dang, you just gave me an idea. Hey, this is my idea. Everyone who's watching it, you know this is the idea now. We're doing it. That's not the coolest thing.
That would be interesting if we could see.
The only other thing, so I personally, I like the dark side of the board.
Oh,
you know,
that's the dark stuff that you want to say.
Yeah, that's the stuff I am drawn to. But, you know, I like, obviously, that it's meant for good, used for bad. But, so I like that there's a mystery around the board. I like that, you know, we don't need to explain everything. Right. Sometimes I like that there's things that are like, wow, it makes me think, how is it working or what's going on? But, you know, when people come to the museum, usually, you know, I show them a lot of things like the kids using it, the couples. And a lot of times they go to leave the museum, they're like, you know, I'm not so nervous about the Ouija board now. And every single time, I'm like, God damn it, John, what the hell are you doing? This board has a reputation, and you can't let people leave the museum. You can't let everyone leave the museum wanting to use the board. The fact that they're feared is why I love them, and so usually I want to back that up with a few stories. So even though most people see it the way in the museum, this board does have a dark side from the very beginning. The very first time we see a depiction of one of these boards in the newspaper, 1886. That's 4 years before the Ouija brand exists. The headline to the newspaper called it a devil board.
Do you have that paper?
I can share a copy of it. It's not in the museum now, but yeah.
We'll Google that.
Yeah, so it's called a devil board.
Wow.
So they were called devil boards before they were called Ouija boards. And, you know, we're in New England, so the first side associated with the Ouija board came from the year 1900. It was a woman down in Bridgeport, Connecticut, so consumed with the message that she was getting from the board, she wanted to find out for herself where the messages were coming from. So she took strychnine and she poisoned herself to get to the other side of the board.
Holy shit.
Wow.
These are true crime stories. This is none of that Hollywood shit. This is real, true stuff. And
do you know her name or anything?
Yeah, I got a newspaper article about her here. This is her in Connecticut. And
jeez.
In here, what's great is on her deathbed, she told her husband, God commanded me to die.
Wow.
You know, you got the first Ouija murder, 1933, down in Arizona. That was a mother and daughter using the board together. The board spelt back the message, Daddy must die. So the daughter took a shotgun, shot her father in the back. When police investigated, she said, oh, it was an accident. I tripped and I fell. The police knew that the projectile of the bullet was up high, not down low. So when they investigated further, she said she'd been using the Ouija board, and when the Ouija compels, it must be obeyed. So that's the first Ouija murder. So even though these things are happening, most people are still not viewing it as evil or negative. You know, because of the war, because they're affected by death, they're using it more for comfort.
Dang, that you just freaked me out. Thanks. It's like, it's a chance, man. You're gambling your life at this point.
Well, I mean, if you're just asking if anyone's here in the room that wants to talk, I mean, like a cell phone, you don't know who that might be.
Yeah.
You know, you got to use your gut instinct as to the messages you're getting. If you believe it's the person you believe you're speaking with, or you know, someone lying to you.
Dang. All right, guys, this is where we're going to finally start this investigation. We learned about the Ouija board. We learned about his museum. By the way, it's the only one, like he said, in the world, which is epic. This is where we leave our, leave us our goodbyes.
All right. Appreciate you guys coming in tonight. And if you get a chance, anyone watching, please come visit Salem Ouija Board Museum here on Essex Street. And I'll leave you to the investigation. Have fun.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Take care.
Dude, what do you think?
I think this is gonna be a crazy night, man. It was a quick one, right? We turned the lights off. We moved the stuff that was here, the clothing, the merch. We put the REM pod down in the center here. And on this chair, we added a cat ball. And that scared me. That was me. Obviously, we're triggered this whole room up. Hands down, we want to detect and find who's attached to the boards. If there's anything attached to boards, are there portals here? Is the ground haunted? Anything could be happening here. Cat ball right here. Moving forward. Not too much on the other ones yet. Maybe we'll switch them up. But we have another cat ball here. Hopefully these are working. I hope they work. The triangle flux device. If someone walks past this, left or right, it's going to trigger. We have another music box there. And then right there on the demon box, we're calling it, because who goddamn knows who we're going to contact if we use it. If we use it tonight, we have another REM pod on the box. And then, what's going off?
The REM pod?
REM pod temperature is changing right now. On that, that's a sign. It could be. Are you mad that we're here? We're talking. We're trying to talk to you. I think it's gonna go nuts. And ignore the flickering lights real quick. It's just part of the thing here. All right.
And then we also have the thermal.
Oh yeah, the thermal. Of course. See, we have this whole place triggered. Let's get in it. Let's start the introductions. My God, this is going to be insane.
Okay, spirits. We just wanna introduce ourselves. I know this might be different and new to you, so I just want to let you know that we come peacefully and respectfully. We just wanted to let you know our whole intentions on being here is just to learn from you, to communicate. My name is Tyler.
And my name is Josh.
And I just want to say thank you for allowing us into your space, and we hope that you can interact with us. We put a lot of things in the room that you might notice. A lot of things that light up. What I can tell you is that nothing is going to harm you. Nothing's going to hurt you. So you can touch them. Feel free to try and move them. Anything that you would like. We have no intentions of taking you out of here. What?
On the chair.
What?
On the chair.
What? Oh my God. Right when I said, can you interact?
Yes. On the chair. Oh my God.
Dude, it's not stopping. God.
Those are hard to move. Those are no joke.
Dude, that...
Alright, Spirit Talker is now on too. I'm just going to leave it right here.
But, yeah, so... I don't even remember what I was saying.
Dude,
it's
no.
Still going?
There's someone sitting on that chair, bro.
Okay, that's good.
This is amazing.
But, oh yeah, so what I was saying is that we have no intentions of taking you out of here. But we also will say that you have to stay here. You can't come with us.
Yeah. If you're attached to any of these Ouija boards, you stay with them. We're just here to talk to you and communicate and learn. No one has What?
Oh, Jesus, dude.
It says ground.
Ground.
So one of the things that could be haunted is the grounds of this place. It necessarily, and he said it too, it doesn't necessarily be anything in the room of objects. So we could be talking to witches from the past all the way to judges, or even ghosts or demons from the boards, literally. So, dude, just so you guys know, there is someone on that chair as we speak. It's nonstop going off. We're not even moving it. It's not like...
Can you make that go off again?
Yeah. There is something tied to this chair. Why is it here? You heard his story. This is huge. This is amazing. This object is 100% something's on that chair.
There's no way that should just be going off like that.
Dude, yeah, because there's someone on it. 100%. There's someone on that chair. The only other thing...
What?
My blood.
My blood. Is your blood in that chair?
Now remember, Ouija boards, people would put their blood on Ouija boards. And I've done it too.
You have?
In the Hinsdale house. And there's... Dude. Now are we talking to the person... and that their blood is tied to the chair? It's still going off. This could be one thing. What I can do is we can... Dude, we're just going right into this video. Should I just take the DR60 out and put it to there?
I mean, yeah, I would.
Because this is non-stop going off. We have to...
I had an injury.
I've had an injury, my blood.
My blood. So, did you die in that chair, or did you get killed in that chair?
Remember too, some of the stories with the Ouija boards. People would kill themselves or sacrifice stuff. They had injuries. We have to keep that in mind. There's a lot here. Dude, that is nonstop going off. I'm going to have to reset this. This is insane. It's not even... Killing.
So you got killed.
It said killing,
Died from a killing. Well...
Yeah, could be from one of those stories that he told us.
Or
that board's talking to us. All right, I just resetted this. I resetted this. I'm putting it back on to start it over. Can you explain what the DR60 is? I'm going to place it down after.
The DR60?
Yep, to the spirits, because no one else has used these. This is a room of... Where's that from? Temperature.
Okay, spirits, what this device is right here is it's just an audio recorder. It can pick up, well, it can potentially pick up your voice, but you have to try and talk into this as clearly and loudly as you can for us to have the best shot of hearing you. There's going to be a little red light that blinks on the front of it, and just please try and talk into that. Again, this device will not hurt you. It's just a way for us to actually hear you. So please, anything that you would like to say or answer our questions, we're going to leave it right here on this chair.
Wow. Bro, that's the longest that has been going off for temperature.
That is kind of weird.
It doesn't even stop.
Can you stop?
Demonstrate.
Demonstrate! Literally, what they're talking about. Demonstrate. Unless they're going to demonstrate. Are we have to demonstrate for them?
Maybe. All right, so we're going to do a small one right here.
Dude, this is still going off.
That's crazy.
This never went off like this. Hang on, I'm taking the temp out. Just in case, dude. We know they want to talk to us. They're eager.
This is crazy
amazing.
Start. All right. So, basically right now, what it is, it's recording. So, I'm speaking and it's picking up my voice. So, please come to me right now and try and say something as loudly and clearly, anything that you'd like, right into this box. This is your demonstration, so please try and just say whatever you want. Tell me how your day is.
It just said wood, as in like the planchette boards all made out of wood. Just wanted to throw that with you.
Yeah, no, that's true. And that was Josh talking. But hopefully your day is good. How do you feel about us being here? Okay, I'm going to listen to this back.
Obviously.
My light just died already on the IR.
Really?
I'm just letting you know now. I gotta get batteries.
So they're taking the energy already?
Right now.
All right, let's try and listen to this.
Basically right now, what it is, it's recording. So I'm speaking and it's picking up my voice. So please come to me right now and try and say something as loudly and clearly, anything that you'd like, right into this box. This is your demonstration.
So that's wood.
Please try and say whatever you want. Tell me how your day is.
That's me.
Yeah, no, that's true. That was Josh talking. But hopefully your day is good. How do you feel about us being here? Okay, I'm gonna listen.
What does that say? Help?
Yeah, no, that's true. That was Josh talking. But hopefully your day is good. How do you feel about us being here? Okay, I'm gonna listen.
Hell.
Hell?
I thought it said hell. How do you feel about being here? Hell.
But hopefully your day is good. How do you feel about us being here? Okay, I'm gonna listen to this back.
Okay.
That's something. It's a start. I don't
So
know if
that's
that's
a demonstration,
Hell,
maybe?
help, hell. I don't know. Well, that was a demonstration,
Because
though.
what I'm thinking too is like, what if it's going to be better if something is fully connected to the chair?
Well, no,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, we're putting it on the chair now.
yeah.
Explorers, before we get right back in this video, I have a huge announcement. First off, happy Halloween right now. We just got the new merch in right now. This is the Ghostface Beyond the Dark Halloween edition. Anyways, what's cool about it is we got the handprint right here on the sleeves, the bloody handprint. We got them right here. It says Beyond the Dark, and we got Ghostface. Check them out right now at riseabove.shop. Link in the description down below to get your Halloween hoodie. All right, just so you guys know, it just said toys and bullet.
Bullet.
Toys though.
Toys.
All this is considered toys before.
Yeah.
Everything is going with the Ouija board is what the spirit thing's saying right now.
Okay. Oh, that's you. But we have the DR60 or the voice recorder on that chair. Tell me you heard that.
I heard the footsteps behind you.
That was... What was that? Like clear as day, something just moved right in back of me. Can you do that again? I won't lie, that's the first time I've ever heard anything like that before.
Maybe our cameras picked it.
Protected.
Am I jumping now? Wow.
Who's sitting on the chair right now? Is there anything evil with us right now?
Should we be scared to be here?
Did the Ouija board made you hurt people?
Talking.
Why do you like that chair? Are you trapped with that chair?
All right, let's listen to this back, cause
I mean, I saw some solid spots.
yeah, it went solid red, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? But we have the R60 and a voice recorder on that chair. Tell me you heard that. I heard the footsteps behind you. That one. But clear as day, something just moved right back at you. The voice recorder
There's
on
something
that
else
chair.
in there.
Tell me you heard that. I heard the footsteps behind you. That one. But clear as day, something just moved right back at you. Can you do that again?
No.
Who's
Yes.
sitting on the chair right now? Is there anything evil with us
We're
right now?
busy here.
Should we be scared to be here? Is the Ouija board made you hurt people?
Yes.
What
Whoa.
was that?
Why do you like that? Should we be scared to be here? Is the Ouija board made you hurt people?
Yes.
Why do you like that chair?
Because.
Are you trapped with that chair?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. I heard that one.
Yes, I am. What'd you say? Are they trapped with the chair?
Yeah.
It said, yes, I am. That was a clear one. And it said eyes, and this is we're really here. All right, I'm gonna place it right here. We're gonna talk to this board now. What was that?
So that's the thermal.
Oh.
That's at you.
Oh, okay.
Put it on the board.
Okay, on the board. Starting now.
That was weird. All right, we have the voice recorder on the Ouija board.
From darkness.
Darkness, the Ouija board from darkness. That was us whispering, by the way. What's your name? If you want us to leave, tell us to get out. Unless you like us here, then tell us to stay.
Torment of the soul.
Do you want us to use that board?
If you want us to use that board, make that... What did it say? If you want us to use that board, either say something into that recorder or make that music box go off again. That was weird. Can you make that REM pod go off? Just to show us that you are here. I believe that you're here. Wow. Okay.
Who are you?
Should we be scared of you?
Gravestone.
Maybe.
Are you Zozo the demon?
If you're that dark presence from that board, why did you make that kid go through all of that trouble?
All right, we have a long one to listen to. It's a 1 minute, 11 seconds. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Nervous, bro. That's the beginning with the REM pod.
That was weird. Alright, we have the voice recorder on the Ouija board. No, that's what's right, by the way. What's your name? If you want us to leave, tell us to get out. It must be right.
Get out.
Did it?
Hang on, watch.
No, that's what's right, by the way. What's your name? If you want us to leave, tell us to get out. It must be right here. Then tell us to stay. Do you want us to use that board? If you want us to use that board, use it. But listen, if you want us to use that board, either say something into that recorder or make that music box go off again. That was weird.
Bang
Make that
something.
hot clock go off. Just to show us that you are there. I believe that they did. Okay. Who are you? Should we be scared of you? Are you so-so that even if you're that dark presence from that board, why did you make that kid go through all that trouble?
Nothing on it. We got nothing on it, but yet we had full-blown footsteps, movement, and that's going off.
Maybe the EV. Again. What if we try a different EVP? Sometimes the DR60s just don't do it at some spots.
What should we try?
I have another one.
I never used another one in years. You want to try it?
Let's try it.
Yeah, this is the first time not using a DR60. Let's try it. At this point, I mean, we're in the most craziest museum right now in the world. Let's see what we got. We know something's attached to that. We know there's something attached to the chair, and this is going off like freaking me out. Maybe we should do it where the movement is. Makes sense to put it right here. Yeah. What did it say? I'm upset.
Why are you upset?
All right.
Oh, here. Okay. I have another recorder. We'll see if this one can pick you up. Why are you upset? And please, this time, talking to this one right here. Right by where the music was playing. Please say things as loudly and clearly as you can.
Do you want us to talk to you using that board that I'm pointing to? Who keeps walking past this area? Can you say your name?
How can we help you? How long can you stay in front of that music box? Try and make that go off for a long time.
Do you want to hurt us? Yes or no?
Are you someone who died on the land?
Please don't stop.
Were you a witch? Okay, ending the voice recorder right now. All right, let's see. I'm very interested. So it's the same thing.
But
it deletes all of the dead noise and stuff like that.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I have another recorder. We'll see if this one can pick you up.
Oh, you gotta really listen.
Are you upset? Please this time, talking to this one right there. Right by where the music was playing. Please say things as loudly and clearly as you can. You want us to talk to you using that board that I'm pointing to? Who keeps walking past this area? Can you say your name? How can we help you? How long can you stay in front of that music box? Try to make that go on for a long time. Want to hurt us? Yes or no? Are you someone who died on the land? Were you a witch? Okay, ending the voice.
I mean, it was worth a shot.
So we know they don't want to talk to us using EVPs. Is mine charged? Let me make sure mine's charged. This one is good though.
What was that beep? That was the thermal.
What thermal?
Or was it the... I don't know. There's so many devices.
sensor now, though.
Dude, you saw it just turn on.
I did. Damn it. So they're both dead? Well, I have batteries.
I got batteries too.
Alright, let's just put new ones in really quick. Because this could be sick if this works, bro. Dude, this is insane.
Now it turned on.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even get that. Oh, we got it recording. Because I got the side camera.
Yeah.
I got the side camera on this. So it shows us how it was turning on, because that's how we walked here. Now it was not working. Now it's working again.
Can you say any of our names? Do you remember us? Do you remember our names?
Maybe.
Maybe. Where are you right now?
Demon.
Did it really say that?
I heard demon.
Are you a demon?
Someone's touching it. I'll even move the show.
Make the colors light up again, please. Go. That's weird.
I didn't do that.
No, I know.
Alright.
Anytime we get close to the board, that thing fires up.
Yeah, look. Alright, we're trying to talk to you now. We're going to listen to you. Should we use the Ouija board? Yes or no? Board. Said board.
What's the deal with that board? Is it evil?
Freeze.
It's hard using these. It's hard using these. They work good when in Estes mode, when you're conjuring it up and stuff, but when you're just on the speaker, you need like a different box. That's why I love John Huntington when he's with us. Shout out to you, man. Alright, so we just put the board back. Before we use the board, should we, I want to try.
Not making noise.
Alright, let's listen. Yep, he just said I'm making noise, and he lit that off again. So what do you want? You want us to use the board? You want us to sit on the chair? Want us to try dowsing rods?
I wonder how they would respond to that.
Want to try them?
Yeah, I think so.
You take them out. Let's try the dowsing rods. Yep. You know what? I'm actually gonna move this. I'm gonna move it. There might be someone standing here, but
Yeah, it's very strange.
I'm gonna put it right here instead. Actually, I'm gonna put it right here, flat. And this, putting right here.
What was that?
What? Oh, that was my triangle.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. First time using dowsing rods in this place. I'm sure they know how to use these. Seems like all spirits do.
Can you show me your yes position? It's not as strong as I thought it would be.
No, that went.
Can you show me your no? What if I did these in the chair?
Ooh, yes.
Can you show me your yes? So it's literally a different spirit than what we were just talking to.
Dude! You can't even make that move. You have to literally tap the whole glass. That's heavy.
Can you show me your no position? It's slow. Are you the spirit that's connected with this chair? No on the rods, but then the tap on the ball. Can you straighten these out for me, please? Are you connected with something else in this room?
Attachment.
Just when you said that.
And it's going over to yes. It's super slow. Can you use these rods to point in the direction of what you're attached to? Okay, so you're saying yes. It's going slowly, but it's saying yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to straighten these rods up. But who knows if it gets taken over. We'll tell by the energy in the rods. Can you point at what you're attached to?
There it goes. Literally towards the board.
Okay, I'm going to go in this direction. Wow, this is so weird.
That's me.
Can you point to what you're attached to?
Okay.
Do you know one of us?
Well, that said no right away.
No, yes. Remember, it's opposite. Because before it switched with whatever they were answering. Are you the same spirit who was showing us who was being attached to something?
No.
No. Do you want to change your yes and no's?
Are you frightened?
I'm okay at the moment until I figure out who you are. But this is heavier now, dude. This is way... You heard that, right?
Yeah.
I have like the chills, dude. Okay.
But I felt... Oh, I'm getting a cold breeze.
Dude, it's freezing right now. Like,
What the
I am shaking.
Whoa.
Oh, dude.
I'm getting the craziest cold breeze. Bro, I have chills up.
Okay. Now I'm frightened. All right. Hold on. This is something
That
new.
scared me.
Okay.
Dude, look at my arms. I'm not kidding.
Dude.
Look at our arms. We're both feeling the same way. How can we on command
There's
make
no
the
way.
goosebumps come out?
There's no way. Okay, let's figure out who this is. Did you follow us? Yes. Right? It's cross. Show me your yes, please. Why did it go so slow? Okay.
Cross.
Cross. Did you hear that again? What is that noise?
As soon as you said cross, it said cross. It copied what you said.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Show me your cross. Cross.
Dude, it's like on the back of my neck. It feels so weird.
Dude, I know.
Did you follow one of us?
Unless it's trying to point to me, I'll move over.
Dude, it feels like there's like totally different spirits trying to play with these.
Ask if they're mad about us putting the board away then.
Are you mad that we put the board away? See, this is the stronger.
That's the strongest yes we've got.
Can you show me your yes? See, it's back to what it was.
So we know yes is open.
Yeah, all right. For all the spirits in here, yes is going to be open. Cross is going to be no.
Has Zozo ever talked to you through the boards?
Can you straighten these rods out? I said yes.
Unless Zozo is the person, which I doubt, but...
Are you Zozo?
I don't know.
I think it's just trying to scare us. I think it's only like supposed to be the Ouija board demon. They say dowsing rods are supposed to be worse than Ouija boards, but I don't know.
No, maybe.
Should we be scared?
Strongest yes.
Dude,
and dude, you didn't
my
even
hands
move.
aren't moving.
No, you...
Point these rods to where you are right now.
It said chair.
You want to try these?
Yeah. Same with Tyler. Yes is going to be open. Cross is no. I want to talk to the person or the thing attached to the board that I put back right there. Can I do that?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, look. Wide open. All right, can you straighten the rods out? Amazing. Is that board possessed by something evil?
Whoa.
Dude, yes. It's insane. I get excited using this every time.
Can you straighten the rods out? Are we in danger if we use that board?
Bro, straight up.
Make these rods cross if you want us to use the Ouija board right now.
Bro, did I even move my hands?
No, dude.
Like, literally though. Like, I want to be sure I didn't move them, like, subconsciously. Because seriously, I'm not doing anything. I think I'm just here.
I think it's just time to use the board.
Imagine we use the board and nothing happens.
What happened? You just say it again for the cam. I wasn't even recording.
Dude, I mean, I have the biggest headache right now.
Yeah.
Ever since holding that board, I don't feel good.
That's what I said. That's literally what I said. I said you could. It feels weird.
I've not been able to feel better.
Actually, dude, I've never seen this. What's this? My triangle device. I've never seen that.
I don't know.
It's like it's not even red or green anymore. There's something wrong with this. It's defecting it. It's taking its energy out, bro. It's not working.
I know.
Like, this doesn't even work. It's useless.
All right. Why did my light just turn off? The cat ball's going off too.
And your light just turned off?
The light just died. The cat ball went off. The battery's completely drained.
Right now, you have no more light?
Completely dead.
So just so you know,
This is the worst Ouija board in this place.
right here, like, you're supposed to go, take your two hands. We have to go like twice around. 1, 2, 3. And now we just ask questions. We want to know who we're talking to. If we're talking to anyone. You told us to bring this board out and you'll talk to us. It's like it's moving a little bit. Like, I'm dizzy. I feel dizzy.
I don't feel good at all.
I feel like the room's spinning.
Is there anybody here? Like, it feels like he just wants to go in the yes direction.
But it's not going. We're inviting you to talk to us. We want to know your story and who you are. Oh. I'm just going with it.
Did it just sound like there was a whisper right in between us? Or was that you?
I don't know. Can't warm. Is that my camera?
I think so. Do we just go to goodbye and reset?
Why did my camera shut off? Screw it. My camera shut it off. We have more to document. Your cameras are rolling. Keep yours going. Keep yours going. That's crazy. All right, side camera. Thank God it's rolling. My camera just died. This is not a dead battery, but it died. My triangle's dead. His light's dead. This is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence at all. I'm getting another battery. Someone is 100% messing with us. Again, now we can update it. My camera battery just died. It did not need to die. This is dead. His light's dead. We're losing all our stuff. And it's all because of this. It's being drained. Something's draining it. Something's draining us. That's the other thing. When we're using it, I'm feeling like my room's spinning, like it's warping. That's what I feel when I hold this, but it's not moving. All right, let's do it again. Let's see. I heard a crack next to you.
It was right back at me, yeah. Is anybody here?
Whoa. It's strong.
That's
and
not
that's
you?
the crack. No. I'm going with it now. I'm following it. I'm following it.
Jesus Christ. I'm like kind of tearing up. This is weird.
Okay, no, we put it back, remember?
We do?
Yeah. That's the one thing I know, is after it hits, you push it back.
Are we safe?
Bro, I'm going with it. I'm going with it.
I gotta come.
No. Pushing it back. Now this is our chance to just stop it and not move forward in case.
Do you want to tell us your name?
Nothing now.
Are you still here?
Got yes and no responses and that was it.
Do you not have enough energy?
Unless they're just messing with us. Like they don't care.
Were you just messing with us?
I felt a little pull. You said we're not safe. Are we not safe? I even got my finger on it, barely. Goes again. Are we not safe? Yes.
Yes, we're safe.
I asked, are we not safe? How about you stop messing around and talk to us for real? Oh. I'm following it, bro. I wouldn't take your fingers off. No. So
I didn't mean to. It just.
Yeah, no. I'm making sure when it turns back, I pull it back. I don't care. So it just said no. Stop messing around. No. That's all I'm getting out of it.
Do you want us to stop this?
I don't know. I'm getting not really responses now.
Should we just say goodbye?
I'm with it.
I wasn't expecting that. I don't know.
I mean, if I wanted to fake something, geez, we could have made an epic video today. Everything leading up to this, I would have said, screw it, yeah, let's go, right? But no, of course we're keeping it real. And then we got the yes and a no, and that was it.
I won't lie, it freaked me out.
No, yeah, no, it was a bit weird. I agree. But it's just, I thought something crazy was going to be tied to the board. But I mean, it's been like, what do you say, like 8-10 years? No one used it. At that point, maybe nothing is attached to it anymore.
I wonder if we just like awoken it. Like we just, like today was the first time to where we brought like this spirit out of its like hibernation.
I mean, maybe. I mean, our your light died, my camera died, and the triangle died in the process. True. And it did still go to yes and no. It said we're not safe, and it said no. So that is true, but nothing else happened after that. Like I said, I pretty much moved it to the goodbye for us, and that was it. So at that point, and I kept my hands on it strong, actually. So when we got to yes and then no, I mean, that was, I can confirm, like, you know, that was 100%, you know? So which was pretty weird and scary. But it didn't talk or nothing. Not even like something epic, you know? Which is odd, though. We're going to end today's video literally right here. We're going to pack up and go. This is the Haunted Ouija Museum. It's considered haunted in my opinion. I mean, it's not the craziest stuff I've had happen, but it's some of the coolest stuff I have had happen. Really good, you know, intelligent responses. The best dowsing rod sessions. Music box went off. We had a lot of good stuff. I generally love this place. It's just a cool place. It's the only place like this for a museum, and it's right here in Salem. So I had a great time, but it's getting late, and I'm feeling drained from this investigation. I know they drained us. They drained our batteries. They drained our camera stuff. I mean, this is legit. There's something going on. Oh, the footsteps we heard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Clear as day. I know you guys picked that up. There's no freaking way you didn't hear that. There's some shit here. So it was a good night for sure.
No, definitely an interesting night. If you guys are in the area, definitely come check this one out.
Yeah. Check out Tyler's channel. Link in the description down below. We're ending this right here. I'm done. I'm tired. It's over.